I'm in Bungendore, one of the suburb in New South Wales, quite a countryside. We're starting a peace march for 3 days without food to show our solidarity to the Tibetans. In Tibet, we've been denied access to food, water and electricity. And I just want everyone to know that this peace march is not against the Chinese people or the China as a nation. What this peace march, what we want the world and the Australian to know through this march is to show them the Tibetans are genuinely frustrated with the lack of progress on Tibet issue and how the Chinese Communist government have been treating Tibetans and neglecting and denial of human rights and freedom in Tibet. I'm also looking forward for the peace march, especially when I'm doing this march with ex-political prisoners, and I'm sure they'll continue to inspire me the next 3 days, even though it might be a bit of challenge to me and some of the youngsters, the Tibetan youngsters here who have never had to go through without food for 3 days. But also at the same time, it'll be a very humble experience to have that tiny bit of pain that the majority of Tibetans in Tibet has to go through right now, and to have that sort of empathy, that how it feels like, not just psychologically but physically, how it feels like when you don't have access to food. And this march would lead up to the torch rally in Canberra on 24th of April, and we're being joined by Tibetans all across Australia and the supporters all across Australia. Chopping my hair leading up to the tomorrow peace march from Bungendore to Canberra to show my solidarity to the Tibetans all around the world, that the Tibetan in Australia are with them at the moment at this critical time in the history of Tibet. It seems like Tibet is a big prison at the moment. No one can go out and no one can go in. So the information that is coming out of Tibet is through the radio and phone call that has been tapped. So all the Tibetans who are getting out the information are risking their life. I've heard that more than 4,000 Tibetans in Amdo alone have been arrested, and there are a lot of Tibetans who are missing in Tibet. But yeah, 2008 would be a fantastic opportunity for all Tibetans to show that that they haven't forgotten Tibet. Let these politicians know that when it comes to Tibet issue, most Australian cares about what Tibetan struggles stand for. You know, non-violence, peace, compassion, dialogue, and yeah, you know, write to the local members. What do you think about Tibet issue, and what do you want him or her to help Tibet? And that's the only way to press really hard to your local members that he or she raised the issue in the Parliament, and hopefully Kevin Rudd will press harder every time he meets Beijing official that the Beijing needs to open up towards His Holiness in India. We're not anti-China, and it's same with the Olympics. We're not anti-Olympics. what we are up against is the Chinese government policy on Tibet, and we will make sure that our voice will represent those voiceless Tibetan in Tibet. Thank you.